our sponsor. Damn, it's hot out here. It must be hotter than it's ever been. You think? Some people think. It took me about 5 of these to come up with this. But follow me if you will. All these scientists who are friends of Al Gore, they come up to the conclusion that this world of ours is warmer than it was 100 years ago, on average by 0.6 of a degree Celsius. If it's 97 degrees now, that means right here, that means that 100 years ago it was, what, 96.3 degrees right here. Not a big difference if you ask me. For some of you that's a big deal. More of you think that it's mankind's fault with the use of the internal combustion engine powered by oil and hydrocarbon fuels. But I just come up to this conclusion, if that's true, then in 100 years from now, it'll be probably 0.6 degrees warmer than it is now on average, the world over. If that is true, and if it is also true that mankind is using too much oil and it'll all be used up in 30, 40, 50 years, whatever y'all think it is, but then in 30 or 40, 50 years, they're bound to find, lots of people out there are bound to find other ways of, other sources of energy. So why does it matter? They're gonna find it anyway, and because they're gonna have to find it because the fuel is used up, right? That's what you say. The fact that necessity is the mother of invention. So people are going to come up with something anyway, whether it's windmills or solar power or nuclear energy or what have you. So what are you worried about? We're going to run out of oil anyway, so you say, but you're all in a hurry to get us to stop using it right away. But if the world's temperature on average only increased by 0.6 degrees Celsius average, then so what if it increases another 0.6 degrees Celsius in the next 100 years? Because we're going to use up all the oil anyway in 30, 40, 50 years, according to your scientists. Well, that's don't worry about it. You're going to run out of oil anyway, right? So what if you can go to the beach on Greenland? When the Vikings came over, when they sailed across the North Atlantic from Scandinavia more than 1,000 years ago in the 10th century, back in the 900s, Leif Erikson discovered some land, they called it Greenland. I'm guessing that it wasn't covered with ice if they called it Greenland. So, first of all, the planet was warmer back then than it is now. That's what I'm thinking. And it must have cooled down, and now it's warming back up. And it has nothing to do with the internal combustion engine or the use of fossil fuels. But even if y'all are right, supposedly we're going to be out of fossil fuels in the next 30, 40, 50 years, and people tend to adapt, and no doubt we'll by that time have figured out other forms of energy to switch over to. So why do you have to push the issue? It's not a big deal, see? Just use up what we got, and by that time we'll switch over to something else. That's my point. Thanks. Have a nice afternoon.